Talking? Hello? Oh my goodness, I've spent the last 5 minutes not talking because my mic wasn't working. I guess I have to do everything over again. Actually, thank you for giving me that hint that it wasn't working. Hello, Suffer! Welcome back to the party. And what a party we are having. You know? I went through my whole spiel. I went through my whole opening spiel, you know, like, I don't remember what happened last time, and if you do, well, you're doing better than me. And then I went through a recap of everything that happened. It made me feel good. It made me feel happy. Those bees are going to be on my nerves eventually. I know it. But now we have a super smelter. Or at least a low-grade version. But I'm kind of happy about that, actually, honestly. No lie, this does make me a happy camper. You know, I'm not a big fan of actually camping. I'd say I'm about 20%. I'm gonna say I'm about 20%. As well as, I also replied to you that I was not tired today. As surprising as it could be. Box? That box? Not that box. That box? Sure, that box. But no, I'm decent enough. Like, I built the wall. No one else is here to do it, right? Let's see, what do we need? What do we need? What was I thinking about? I actually did have a plan in mind. Huh. You know what? It really sucks when you just like everything just disappears from your head. It really does suck when that happens. Oh, we'll luckily get everything here. You know, I should have known that something bad was gonna happen, like my mic not being active, when my drink of choice fizzed over onto my lap. That was a fun thing to have happen. I was not impressed. Sounds like you used villagers. That would be my guesstimation for use. And I would say that is a very smart usage of villagers. That saves you a whole heck of a lot of material. Because I've used the same trick before. I mean, like, everyone has. If you get some good villagers, you can just erase diamond tools from your existence. Especially if you get them infected and heal them, so it only costs like an emerald for an enchanted diamond pick. With unbreaking and efficiency, that stuff just melts. Like, that's some good stuff right there. But you know what? I actually went through and I learned how to make a cave spider spawner. It was pretty cool. Like, not the spawner itself, but like a spawner killing chamber. I watched a couple videos on how to make good mob spawners, and that was pretty cool. I was a very happy man for that. Spider spawner, the regular spider spawner, is a bit different, but that's still just okay. I don't like spider spawners, but at least I have a functional way. Yes, that would be a very helpful thing. Well, here's a tip. If you find lapis, apparently, within the, within your ground area, click F3, look north, and then go 4 blocks forward from the furthest lapis piece. We have proven that it does work, and it has even gotten us a couple emeralds. Or diamonds. Diamonds. We're not looking for emeralds, we're looking for diamonds. Yeah, it actually got us a couple of diamonds last time. So that was pretty fun. I wonder how the sacred tree feels about me cutting down all of her brethren. Like, it watched us plant these. It was probably like, oh look, they're giving me an offering. Nice, happy tree noises. And now I've begun to murder. I've begun to murder all of them. And I kind of feel bad for the tree, because it's now watching as all its offerings are being cut down for my almost amusement even. Like,
that'd be a horrible thing to have happen. Really? That's a very unfortunate thing. Like, I dislike deep slate when I'm digging it out, but I love it as a building block. Definitely can't say I hate it. You know, if I were to use my mother's words on ya, I'd have to say, don't spend your time hating stuff. It's just too much effort. Yeah, that is true. That is true. It is everywhere in that area, in the mining zone. But yeah, my mother's words are basically just, I don't know, words. Let's hope that creeper doesn't show up in our camp. Noise. You get out of my lawn, please. Nice. Now these trees that are gonna hide these freaking losers is gonna be gone. There's no reason for me to even care about them. Definitely gonna have a lot of saplings at the end of this. I mean, like, it's hard to get good if you don't practice, right? I don't consider myself an expert, but I'd say I'm at least decent. I can build a nice house. Sometimes. I can build a nice house on the inside, as we've proven last time. We proved that the last building was pretty fancy, but it was only fancy on the inside. Which is apparently all that counts, but still, it was only fancy on the inside. In this one, we don't even have an inside to our build. We're building... No. Who are you? What nightmares have you committed to come here? What nightmares have I committed for you to come here? Speak, witch. You know what? That's not bad. That's not bad, right? People say it's what's on the inside that counts. Is the witch underneath me? I guess there's a gap or something. But yeah, I guess you could call it a starting base. This time is like a mining camp. Like, we're gonna build everything we can. I don't know, I did have... Like, I saw the area and it's like, that looks like a great spot. For some kind of mining town. Didn't really build a town, I built a campsite. I hate it when I accidentally strip the logs. Number one, it wastes extra durability on the axe, and number two, it's just annoying. The biggest issue is that it just strips extra durability from the axe. It'll be fast to go back and making a second axe. Like, honestly, this is... Well, at least there's no more mobs near the house. All that wood that I just got. That's a nice tasty amount of wood. Six, thank you. I need pickaxe. I will need a pickaxe though. Definitely will need a pickaxe. Wow, this was a forest not a few minutes ago, and now it's just a desolate tree graveyard. I can't believe I spilt like so much. Well, I guess it really wasn't that much Pepsi onto myself. It was like the foamy top layer, but still, I spilt it on myself because I'm an infant. Definitely wasn't my happy part of the day. Surprised there was no mobs that spawned under there. You'd almost think it's pretty much, yeah. Infant. I am an infant. We're probably gonna get more pillagers eventually. Be a nice little touch. Nice little change of pace. That. This. Give me some sticks. Thank you. Put that away. Actually, no, I need that. Just as much as I need that. And that. Great. That is good to know you are hunting for me. I mean, like, I'll try and do what I can to stay out of your sightlines, but one day we'll have to meet. When we do, I promise I will not go easy against you. Look at that bad boy. I need torches. Give me torches. Torches. Oh, I wouldn't be able to say if I'm good at PvP or not. I've never had much practice in real life. I was too much of a good boy to get into fights at school, so I'm not well versed. How big those tunnels are. That one's small. I mean like you're not wrong. I am pretty much a loser considering the fact that I've not gotten into any real fights. Which is really sad. Like, I'm happy about it, but it's also like, I look back at my time in high school and it's like, I really should have gotten into more fights and just beat this heck up out of a lot of kids. Like, there was a lot of kids, at the very least in my earlier years in high school, that I don't know what they were doing, but I assumed they thought that fighting with me would make them look cool. Because I was what people would consider the weird kid in class, at least for a good while. You know? So apparently, from what I can guess, they thought fighting me would make them just look like pimps. It was really weird. It was really sad. Well, when I went from grade 7 to grade 8, which is... Grade 7 was elementary, grade 8 was, high school. What's it called? I had already built a reputation in my elementary school. I pretty much... Well, when I was younger, I had unresolved anger issues, which apparently I was not aware of until much later in life. And so I was very ornery as well. I had the opinion where if I didn't respect a teacher, I wasn't going to be taught by that teacher kind of thing. Which I still have today. Like, if you're not a teacher that I can respect, I won't give you any respect if you don't respect me kind of thing. But during my elementary school years, I would freak out. I would freak out like a crazy kid. There was a time when I'd hit my head on my desk, you know, just complete forehead on desk, just wham kind of thing. I was pretty judgmental and moody. Just because of the bad teachers. Like, ironically, this is one of the few things that I actually remember. I had a really bad teacher in grade 4. She went away for about a month due to some issue or whatever she had. And then we got a substitute. And for the entire month that the substitute was there, I was perfectly fine. I could understand and respect the substitute, and we got along perfectly well. I was a pretty normal student. Teacher comes back, and all the issues just come right back. It was weird. But also, you know, partially from the way I reacted due to bullying. Like, I was pretty lucky I didn't get severe bullying, but I did get some. Which is also why I believe that a little bit of bullying is good for kids. An 8 pan? Oh, great. An 8 vein is good. I mean, like, so long as you have the right drugs to administer, right? It's gotta be heroin, or, you can't really put cocaine in your veins, you'll, like, die. But heroin... Does crack go in your veins? I thought you smoked crack. At the very least, we know heroin. Pretty. Crack. Yeah, don't you smoke crack? You inject heroin and you snort or ingest cocaine. West, north. 1, 2. Nice. That's always good. I'm hoping to find some diamonds with my wonderful little vein over here, which I did. I found the shiny blues over here. Let's say people that are severely dehydrated must be like a nurse's wet dream. Like, I say it like that, but I'm not kidding, really. I do believe the more dehydrated you are, the more prominent your veins are. And so it would be very easy to stick an IV or other, just an IV into your veins. Yes, let me stick an IV into your needles. Now that's got me thinking about putting... I don't like the torture of where you jam, like, needles or nails or something underneath someone's fingernails. I think that's a very gross torture, and I don't like it. You know, it's a bit surprising. I'm usually a pretty tough guy. I've talked about my squeamishness. It's not even squeamishness. It's something else we have yet to decide. But it's not squeamish. Regardless, I'm very discomforted by the action of jamming stuff underneath a human's nails. Like, it's a very gross action. I'm hoping that this will lead me to where those zombie noises came from. Like, if we have different caves in these areas, I'm pretty excited. Okay, up like that. Actually, like that. I need that torch back. Yeah, I find that it's a bit finicky, but if you click F3 and G and you see the chunk borders, apparently if your 4 goes past the chunk border, in which case mine did not. Mine started what? Back here, came to about here. I dug down, but if yours either hits this or goes past it, you have to add another 4. Which is weird. But ours, as we saw, we dug them here. This was the deepest one that we saw, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I prefer to dig at 3 and 4 and go down. And we saw diamonds down there. As I said, it's a bit finicky. Sometimes if you're too low, you might have to dig upwards through the diamond layer, so it's smart to dig both up and down. Get yourself prepared for all of that hoo-ha. Ooh, it's an underwater river area. Nice. So it's full of swamp water, I think. Nice. There's still a cave above me, which means I have to go clear that out. Very unfortunate, very saddening. Even satisfying saddening. Not know what hit that Enderman, but I'm happy it was not me. Yeah, thanks, No Muffler. It's a great idea to announce that you have a small dick. Honestly, with like tiny ass mufflers that just make the loudest sound. That run through the neighborhood at 1:30 in the morning. It's like, really? Did you have to announce your insecurities? Oh, hey, how's it going? Like, we all got insecurities and problems, but it's like, did you really have to announce yours so vehemently? What are you sorry about? Unless you're saying you're one of those muffler boys. Yeah, that's what I thought. You don't even know what you're sorry for. How can I punish you for stealing Grandma's cookies if you don't even know what you've done? It's not really much of a deal with situation. But thank you for, that, I guess. I mean, like, it's just a little bit of annoyance. Pretty sure most neighborhoods have at least one muffler boy. But all they want everyone to know what kind of vehicle they bought. Really? Well, you're a lucky duckling, aren't you? Just 1 out of a million. Which means that there's probably a lot of communities that are similar to yours in that sense, but still. It's weird to think that 1 out of a million is not actually that rare. Because what, let's say there's 7.5 billion people in the world. There is... what is that? Because it goes million to billion. 1 billion, 10 billion, 100 billion. Not 100 billion though, or 100 million. It's 100 million. So 1,000 million. 1,000 million? 10,000 million. Hundred. Where's my markers? There's my markers. 1,000, 100,000, million, billion, right? 100,000, million, billion. Okay. So 1 billion would take 900. It would take 1,000 million. For 1 billion, it would take 1,000 million. For 7.5 billion, it would take 7,500 million. So 1 in a million is you have 7,500 people or communities that are identical in situation to yours. How freaky is that? Like, you want to be special, there's plenty of efficiency. You're 1 in a million. Yeah, you're definitely not that special, Jack. My whiteboard is very, now it smells like marker and it's right next to my head. I'm definitely a smart person. I mean, like, you might not be Jack, but I'm Jack. No, I'm not Jack. Jack is not a real name. That is... It's weird to think about, but Jack is not a real name. It can't be. Go down there. Go down there. You. And then I need you not attack me while I'm hiding up here. Oh. What's up is that I need to kill you. I'm sorry. Really? So I don't believe it's a real name. I guess it has more range, or less range than an iron golem. I still stand by my statement. Jack is not a real name. It is the shortened form of another name. Which means there's no one really named Jack. Who would name their kids Jack? Like, it has to be... you would basically have to live by your last name at that point. It would be imperative. Right? Because it would just be such a... Your name would have to be so... almost You would have to be called by your first and last name to have a semblance of normalcy, or would you have to get a nickname which is not Jack, because Jack itself is more like a nickname. Like, I've also heard of a person named Jack, but it doesn't feel like a proper first name. It just seems like a nickname that was given to him and just stuck. I don't know. It's a weird concept name. You know, it's a bit sad because I work in a grocery store, but I often have fantasies of beating up my I should upload other than VODs. I don't know what a VOD is. What's that sound? There's someone outside, I think, calling for a dog? It's 2 in the morning. Go fuck yourself, dog walker. Oh, interesting. I really should upload a little more than just my streams. And that is my goal. I do plan on eventually working on recordable content that I would edit and make beautiful. I was wondering what that noise was. I was wondering if it was like my cats being annoying and screaming, but it's just some fucking rando outside. Some kid died at the local high school the other night. And it's weird to think that I was awake and streaming during What is that sound? It's so weird. Because now I'm not quite certain if it's someone watching a video of like Paw Patrol or something, or if it's an actual conversation outside. Getting back to what I was saying, we were streaming yesterday. We were having fun. And during the time that we were streaming, some like kid high school age got murdered on the local high school. I say murdered, but I think it was more of a killing. There is a difference in the terminology and the situation that would lead up to it. Murder means it's targeted, killing means it was an accident, or unintentional at the very least. It's weird to think that we were having fun, and some kid died like 3 blocks away from us. 3 blocks away from me. Like, there was no screaming, no yelling, or anything like that. I was awake at that time. And I just wake up and then I hear about some kid dying. Really sad state of affairs. The likelihood that people don't want to express is that it was probably gang violence. I mean, like, no matter where you go, you're gonna find a gang of some kind. Especially, it's bad to say, but especially if you live in an area with a reservation, or near a reservation, you'll find even more gang violence. Because those resis do not like other resis. What am I doing? I'm making tunnels. I should be just a content tunnel man. But yeah, I do actually have I've technically got something working on the pipeline. I've just been really slow at editing it. What I also need to do is I need to take my streams, my VODs, and edit them down to be a little more easily digestible, easily more... I was gonna say affordable, but that's not the right word, is it? Right, I need to edit them down and make them more enjoyable, that's the word. At least we're getting iron. And deep slate. We're back to deep slate. Yay, more deep slate. Deep slate is one of those things where it's like, I really want to get through it as fast as I can. You know, I'm pretty inept to the outside world. It's a sad, unfortunate affair. I mean, like, I'm pretty content with the world I've been given to exist in, but still. It is still sad. I want to find more lapis. They should give me more lapis. To shrink these shadows a little bit. I'm a little more dolable. Dolable. A little more gullible, maybe. At least we're out of the deep slate again. I hope. Maybe we'll even stay out of it. Not true. That is not a functional possibility in this world. I do enjoy getting iron from this game. Iron is very useful. Okay, so we've made it to a decent clip in that tunnel. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go back down that tunnel ahead of us after dropping off our stuff. We're gonna have to brave that ravine that we found last time. And we'll have to brave that ravine. You farm sugarcane. That's about the only answer I can give you. You farm sugarcane, you make a good farm. I mean, like, then you just gotta wait. Well, technically, the beginning is always a little bit tough, but if you Give it a little time. Let it stand on its own legs, kind of thing like that. Let it grow. You'll have a big... If you get a big farm, it doesn't feel like it takes a long time. You need a big farm. That is 3 emeralds in this close area. That's kind of cool. But you definitely need a big farm for that to make any usage. Like, almost bigger than necessary kind of thing. Definitely bigger than necessary. Take that emeralds, thank you. Technically, there's a little bit of a layer above me, so we'll have to go to that later. Go through that layer later. It's fun. Three, 4. Gotta love these areas. But yeah, no, I find that you can make a simple observer and piston design, which allows you to automatically farm. Or you can make a flying machine design, which would be decent. Or you could just make one so big that by the time you've finished harvesting it, the other half of it will have already regrown. That's my preferred favorite. It's not really my favorite, it's the one I do a lot. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't call it my favorite. Woohoo! I like having this natural ledge that I can just light up as I go. No worries about a thing. Everything's gonna be alright. This way it also helps to stem the monster spawns. Dumbass. Look at you get burned. You're not really getting burned, but look at you get burned. Okay, don't need to take that pathway. There's a cave there, definitely. Like to clear out that cave as it is going to bother me. I know it's gonna bother me because mob drops at a random time are not ideal. As ideal as they look, they're not ideal. Very unique. Creeper. Minecraft Speak Sweeper. Okay, now we have to go to that level. It's a bit down, but we can do it. Awesome, now we're drowning. You know, drowning is one of my... I wouldn't say it's a fear, but it's definitely not something I'd want to do. Especially since if you drown, you can... and you survive, like you get up, you can still die a couple hours later due to dry drowning. Which is where there's still water in your lungs, which causes them to seize up and convulse even though you're on full land. Yeah, so here's a tip. If you ever actually almost drown, you're coughing up full water, and you don't live in the States, yeah, it is a bit scary. I would definitely recommend going to a hospital should anything like that happen. You know, if nothing else, it'd be better to have a check than, or a checkup than to just die from, you know, having survived drowning. Like, that would be one of the most, like, in-your-face ways to die. It's like, yeah, I survived from drowning, you know, I'll be safe, I'll be fine. And then, like, a couple hours later, you're, like, choking, and it's like, I can't get this cough away, and you just drown? That'd be a scary thing to have happen. I would not be a happy camper should that happen. And I learned that fact thanks to 1,000 Ways to Die. Ben remembers that TV show. "1,000 Ways to Die" was one of those, like, what is it, Adult Swim videos or whatever? Or Spike TV. It was Spike TV, that's what it was. And they told you some pretty grim things, you know? They were definitely a more gory channel. It was pretty cool, the things that they had on their roster. I mean, like, there was shows like Deadliest Warrior, 1,000 Ways to Die. I do believe Gordon Ramsay's cooking shows and stuff were on there, because he is portrayed as very profane, not fit for children kind of thing. Other big things, dinners, drive-ins, and bars, and drives with Guy Fieri. There was a version of basically Hotel Hell, but for bars, and it had a different star. It wasn't Gordon Ramsay with that one, but like Bar Flipper or something like that. It was pretty cool. I had a lot more patience for the completely stupid bar owners. You know, that's one thing I don't understand. Right? These people sign a contract deal where they will pay Gordon X amount of money after the, you know, video's been whatever. Or they'll pay Gordon's company or whatever you want to call it. And then they'll stand there and say that he's just being an asshole and belittling them. It's like, you called him here. You called him here to help you with your business, and now you're giving denial? It's like, you can't have it both ways. Either your business is fine or it's not. Clearly you recognize that your business is not fine, but now you're in denial about it. It's like, what? I get that the truth hurts, but criminy jiminies, that's stupid. There's a difference between... Goodness, it's just so stupid. From these people, because they'll stand there and they'll directly fight him with words. It's like, you know, he's not here helping you out of the goodness of his heart. He's getting paid. And you're the one paying him. Why are you fighting him on the points when he is a critically acclaimed chef with several working and successful restaurants all around the world? It's like, you don't even have one restaurant that's working and successful. And you're gonna try and fight him for his? Oh, well, Gordon Ramsay doesn't know his shit. There's no good Western food when he's eating it. How long do you think he's been around the block? I think he's had Western food. Like, he might be European, but he's definitely had Western food. Like, honestly, people are just... They're fools. Right? They're fools. They have to be. Oh, that put right there. I don't like it. Ow. That kind of spooked me. I was not very prepared for that. Still, it boggles my mind that they'll call him up and say, "Hey, save my restaurant," and then they'll fight him on every inch of it. It's like, it's dumb. It's dumb. I guess not as dumb as like reality TV, but it's dumb. Oh. Food, food, food. Food! I didn't have a water bucket with me. We survived. We survived. We survived the creeper. We were like, hey! We got out of the lava, we were like, hey! We didn't have a water bucket because we were like, hey! That salts my biscuits. Salty biscuits are not a good thing. Like, salted butter, sure, but that salts my biscuits. It dries my meat. It curdles my fingers. It throws needles through my nails. Why do I always have that? Survival tip number 5. Always carry a watch a bucket. Always carry bucket. That's weird. I don't like that. Anyways, new world! Yay! that actually makes me That makes me feel very upsetty spaghetti, and I am not a very happy spaghetti man. Oh hey, we're in a desert! I am a very salty biscuit at this time, yes. And I think I have every right to be salty. Like, honestly, the only folly in that entire situation was the lack of a water bucket. Hell, we survived. So here's what I saw happen. I turned around, there was the creeper. I clicked Q, and I threw my sword at it, because that is something I do frequently. Click Q, I threw my sword at it, I put up my shield. I got blown backwards and upwards into the lava. I survived climbing out of the lava, just barely. And then I died thanks to not getting hungry enough. I think so long as you have damage in your heart bar, you should be able to eat, but you know what? That's only a thought that comes up when you're angry. Hey, a ruined portal. That might have what I need. Hey, a ravine. You know what? I think we're gonna go and follow Filza and say ravines are bad. Apparently Filzy boy has a... Is this actually a ruined portal? It is ruined portal. But I can't fucking get into there without at least a wooden pickaxe. Criminy Jiminy's, that makes my... This entire situation is salt... Hey, there's a village. This entire situation is salting my biscuits. No one likes salty biscuits. I've said that before, I'll say it again, no one likes salty biscuits. Salty biscuits are gross. Like tap water in the city. You ever had city tap water? It's really gross. It's full of chlorine. Like, they have to keep it chlorinated to keep it safe to drink and use, but it's gross. It tastes gross. It's not good. Especially when you've lived most of your life on, like, well water from, like, the mountain and all that stuff, where it's, like, healthy and tasty and you could drink it for days. You could drink it for days. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. We don't need the pickaxe for long. We just needed to pick up a couple of things. Just a couple of things. That's a bee over there. This might be a... I'm not even happy about that. This is a better spawn, technically, because we got a village, we had a temple, we have a thingamabob. I'm still not happy. That death makes me feel very salty. Very... You know, I have different levels of annoyed. I find that being... Because, you know, there's the expression, oh, you're salty, oh, you're sour, you know? You're a sour grape kind of thing. Like, I'm very keyed into those expressions. Hello, Bcast! Welcome back to the party! You join us just after some tragic events have unfolded. Join us just after some tragic events. Ooh, some mossy stone brick. That's a delectable piece. yeah. Yeah. It was a dumb death as well. Like, it wasn't even our fault. It wasn't even my fault. I can't do that. I can't. I can't accept myself doing that. Like, the consequence is not enough in normal survival. I need consequences for my actions. Which is apparently just mostly hubris at this point. It was so dumb. It was so dumb. I think I'm gonna have to clip it later on for the worst timing to not have a water bucket. No. Wasn't fall damage, no. I don't know if you were here during that time, but last stream we found a second ravine. Suffer, you can tell him. Suffer, you gotta tell him. I need to deal with this temple. I was not a happy camper for the end scenario. It did not make me a happy camper. Yeah, Suffer, you can't just cockblock a man like that. You gotta tell him once it's here. You gotta tell him. Ooh, emeralds. Some gapples, that's nice. Oh, seems like it's taken too long to be told. So I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna expose the secret. We were mining in the ravine. If that also works. I know, it was horrible. Like, we got right out of the lava, and we ate some bread, and it gave us enough time to look through our inventory and see that we didn't have a water bucket. Like, I had enough time to go into my inventory and see I didn't have a water bucket to put in. And then I wasn't hungry enough to eat more bread to prolong it, and it was horrible. I was not a happy camper. I mean, like, it's definitely kind of funny when you think about it, but it's also really horrible because it was awful to me. Hey, some iron leggings, thank you. Hey, iron pickaxe, thank you. Hey, a grindstone, thank you. I actually do need that. Nice, now I've got... Yeah, I know, right? Jiminy's. It always seems to go like that. Someone here has a smelter. Ooh, a librarian, and you have books. Fire protection. That's kind of trash. Kind of trash there, Libro. Hey, Libro, you're kind of trash. What are you doing there, step bro? Get out of my house. That's pretty tasty, you know? This is my house. Stay out. I would hit you if I wasn't afraid of the iron golems. No, technically you're not, because it's lunch able, but it's not lunch required. You see, you're still following it, just not to the letter. See, you almost tripped yourself up right there. It's lunch able, not lunch required. I have to soon forever stick these people in their homes. I mean, like, forever's a long time, but pretty well, yeah, forever. A lot of cats here. I have to go there. I have to go. What do you want? Loser? Don't look at me. I don't need your pity. Just because I lost my home and family and everything and my campsite. Loser. I actually do have to go back. I have to go. There's a lot of wheat there that I need. Actually, that. You are right. Villagers never die of old age. I only have one piece of cobblestone. They only die from me and my age. Imperialism. Specifically my age of imperialism. You think you have the age of imperialism? Sorry, but you don't. It's my age. Yeah, Joe Mama. Hey yo! Sometimes they can even die from ligma. Hey King! Welcome back. Welcome back. This is not a safe thing to be doing. We're pretty much naked without a shield in sheer darkness. Huh. Okay. Sippicles! Give me some light sippicles! This is not a safe thing to be doing. I am in incredible danger doing all of this. Either way, welcome. Do these things give off particle effects? Huh, weird. Weird. Oh, cool. Give me give rabbits. Get rabbits, get kills. Kill the rabbits. You know, I've stopped hunting rabbits because I can't fucking hit them. Interesting. There's a skeleton up ahead and I'm scared. I know, right? Really, this is just torch at home. You over there? No. I mean, like, I guess I have rotten flesh. Not the most ideal food in the world, but, you know. Okay, yeah. We are stuck. We are stuck. We're trapped. We're trapped like rats. I don't have wood. I do have wood. That would have stopped us right there. I don't have enough wood to make a shield. Oh, hey, no worries. Oh no. I have enough. Oh no. I mean, like, I can make that, and that would give us iron. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, probably don't want mobs to spawn. I wonder if magma cubes also give off. They do, but it's really bad light. Interesting. Well, look at that. Look at our new home. Brand new. Happy as can be. Honestly, I couldn't be more proud of our new home. Cavemen also didn't have to deal with skeletons coming back from the dead to throw spears at them, so, you know, up and down on that front. I have big brain idea. No. I got big brain idea. Don't worry, I got big brain. Levers. Okay, is skeleton still over there? Skeleton! Come home! Right. Alright. Ooh, that's a creeper. That is a creeper. Okay, come on, come on. Okay, it didn't so much work on the creeper as it should have, but, you know, it will work somewhat. Yeah! Take that, bitch! Yeah! Creeper died due to intentional game design. So the TNT idea was a little dumb. I mean, like, adapt, improvise, overcome, right? Exactly. Okay, what do I need? What do I have? What do I have? Because I can't dig right up, because there's clearly another cave above me. I'm waiting on my iron. I do have stick. Stick is mine. I have stick. Stick give me axe. Well, he's to my upper right. He's right there somewhere. Got brains. I just need to know how to use them. Any food in my... I have bread! What was I doing eating rotten flesh? What kind of idiot am I? I mean, like, I'm a big idiot. But what kind of idiot am I? Okay, sure. I'll make shoes just for you. I wish I could make, like, I wish I could make like gold and then iron and make them mismatching boots. That'd be funny. I would laugh at that. Okay. Fortune 3 shovel. Okay. Let's get out of this mess. I should have switched the sea pickles for that. Hey, we got our lever back. Nice. We do not need that plank of wood. No. We have trees up top. We don't need table. What we really need is a memorized way on how to get out. Good child. Die for me. Child. Give your life for me. Give your life for the gold. Become Ugandan. Give your life. Give your life for the collective. Hey look, we're out. Also, I need to steal a bed from these poor innocent villagers. Hey look, that's our last table. Which caused all of this mess. I mean, like, somewhat. What do I need? I need... I don't think I understand the reference then. Like, I know I'm known for being stupid, but I do not understand the reference. I must steal your food for your winter. Thank you. Interesting. You want me to ring the bell? You want me to ring the bell. Okay. I can't ring it fast enough. I don't have like a speed clicker or something like that. The husk. What I call enjoyable, yeah. You know, it was actually somewhat big brain to use the magma block against the creeper. I mean, like, if you don't need your toes, then it's not really an issue, is it? Like, I had to use 5 different big brains to get through there, but I used them. Imagine if that's how I died. Like, I was running on half a heart, I was eating food, and I just, like, ended up bouncing into a cactus. That would make me that would make me sad. Look at this world. Look at this disgusting zone. It disgusts me. It revolts me. It makes me annoyed. Poisons my water. Mustn't touch it. Or I might get the gay as well. I wish you could turn wheat into wheat seeds. That'd be an interesting concept, like, just go bam, and you'd be able to get, like, 3 wheat seeds or something like that. Look at those hearts healing. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Give me the children of the man. This is an orphanage, you know. Yeah, that sounds about right. Rabbits are fucking horrible to hit. Like you just can't. Both morally because, you know, it's still no shield. Like you can't morally hit a rabbit, it just feels sad. But also just because they're so ridiculously bouncy. Still no shield, yeah. Don't know why, but I am running shieldless this time. It's a bunch of sunflowers. It's Clarence! Running shieldless or killing rabbits? Ah, yes. I mean, like, you can get them in a cage, so it makes it a little bit easier. Like, you know, hitting a rabbit in a cage is a lot easier than hitting an open rabbit. Ouch, that would hurt. I must concur, that would hurt a lot. Concur? Concur is such a weird word. Thinking of doing that. I don't have enough space to hold products in my inventory anymore. What I need to do though. Yeah. Hey, that's pretty reminiscent of what happened to us. What happened to me before. Remember, we were making our gold farm, our little baby gold farm, and we didn't put the blocks in properly, and the piglins escaped and murdered me. The baby, it was one baby though. It definitely proved that I was not fit for childbirth. Which is good because, you know, I'm a guy. I think if I was fit for childbirth, that'd be kind of weird. Probably almost as soon as we get into the Nether. Honestly, it was such an easy farm that I would be willing to do it again. We just have to actually get into the Nether to do so. Also, now that we're out of that zone, we can take the fancy lighting off. Exactly. Pretty simple. I'd argue very simple. Pumpkins. Hurricane. True, that is also a very useful item. Sweeping edge sword. No, it's seeping. I mean, like, I like to go overkill too, to the point where I'll have more than enough blocks that I functionally can't use them all. Hey, is this a ruin? This is a ruin. That's some drowned. Bye, drowned. It was nice meeting you. Have fun with your drowning, I guess. Almost sounds like I was talking to my girlfriend. Wow, good seeing you in the bath. I didn't know blue was your color, but it looks great. Now, it's pretty brave of you to try blue skin, you know. Some people can pull it off, but it looks great on you, babe. I don't have a girlfriend. I do not have a girlfriend. I woke up earlier, because I'd like to take naps, because I like to be full of energy when I'm doing my streams. Hopefully it's apparent, because boy howdy, I do like to actually take naps. I don't have the space in my inventory to kill cows. I guess I could throw out those blocks. And stick. I feel like a monster. I'm just littering into the landscape. Think you'll escape? No. Nice. What was I talking about? Yes, I woke up from my nap. And I have a bad habit where I sleep on my arm. I did get the leather. See, that's the leather. I have a bad habit where I sleep on my arm. And so I had like my arm had puffed up to like twice as big. Yeah. You saw nothing, friends. Frenzy. Anyone ever have issues with waking up and having their arm like twice the size of what it should be? Like, what really hurts is... I know, right? What really hurts is when you move your head and you have to like feel all the blood just like rapidly push through your body again. Like that's one of the more uncomfortable feelings. Bed. Boat. Now we're getting places. You see, now we're getting places. That is a portal. More like time to continue sailing. I mean, like, I don't know about you, but I'm personally not very sus. Oh, hey, this portal. Oh, that's kind of cute. It's not just broken, it's a collapsed portal. Like, it broke and then it collapsed to the side there. That's kind of cute. Village. That's a good village, even. It's not desert. Yes. Give me the village. Give me the children. There is dolphins behind me, you're right. But I can't really do anything with the dolphin. Imagine being like Steve and having gold that you can spend on stuff. Wow, that is a way to get yourself killed right there. Holy snapperoonies. That is a bad lava pool right there. I do not like that. He is a second blacksmith. And that's pretty big. That's a pretty big village, if I do have to say so, and I have begun to say so. Diamonds! Hey! That is a nice clutch right there. Hey, thank you. Thanks for dropping by. It's been fun. Bye. Hopefully, whatever task you're doing is just as fun. Hey, we got some maps, more bread. Kinda wish I had one more diamond, because, you know, it'd be nice, but we can make do, we can make do. Damn, this place has a lot of different workbenches. We will be robbing these people blind. No. No. I think I'm gonna go drown myself right now. Just because you said that. No. I mean, like, I could. Be a very, dumb thing to do, but I could. This is a very uniquely shaped, village. Nice. Emeralds and potatoes. Yeah. What are you doing in here? I don't care if you want to get the cheese. That's not a heater grate, that is an oven. For metal. Dumbass. I heard that. Cows, cows. Just a bunch of fools over there. At the very least, we have good access to a bunch of villagers. The only thing is that we have a lot of access to water, and that makes me sad. Because water in this game is awful. It's very, very awful. Okay, so which house are we going to take over? Definitely don't know which house to rob from the owners. I'm kind of thinking about the Fletcher place, because Fletcher's... I mean, like, I could, but I mean, like, a temporary shelter. Makes a literal fucking castle off in the distance, just like, bow down to me, peasants! Prostrate? Prostrate to your god. Hey look, there's fish. I don't like fish. Actually, that's true. I do not like the taste of fish. No, I don't. It's not that I don't like the taste of fish. It's that I do not like the bones of fish. You know, I'm very picky about bones, and fish have a lot of them, and I don't like that. Blocks, thank you. Finally, we can get rid of all these extra stuff. Anything mob and food related, thank you. Anything mob and food. Other stuff that I'll actually need for a mixture of reasons. Whether it be for drug use or other. I mean, like, I could. Definitely sounds dolable. Okay, time to rob these people of their livelihoods, which is their jobs. Also, why do we have 3 tanners? No one needs this many cauldrons, honestly. Go home, get a job. Get a real job. How dare you? I took away all 4 of those. For a reason. I mean, like, I expect them to at least not be dumb enough to become a tanner. Right? They could have become the Fletcher, the Fisher, the happy man down the street. No, they had to become tanners, like, honestly. Actually, you, sir. You stay there for a second, sir. I know. I'm going to let him keep his job. In fact, I'm going to let him keep his job so much that he will be begging me to let him see his family again. And I'll say, no, no, no. You have a job to do. And he'll be like, please, I haven't seen them in 5 years. And I'll say, no, no, no. Job to do. He's not going to be a happy camper when everything is said and done. I mean, like, not so much mean as it is truthful. Nice. You know what? We're gonna go like that. Now you're our friend. Not our friend yet, actually. I need you to move. I need you to move, sir. Number one, yeah, change that. That way he's unable to move from that spot. Perfect. That prank works like a dream. There we go. Do this. Look at that. Sticks for emerald, emeralds for arrows. Perfect, perfect. That is a perfect villager right there. You are pristine. He is the first and... Get away from here. This is not your home. This is not your land. It might be his land, but it's not your... It might be yours. It's not yours. That's not a fisherman, that's the butcher. No, it's the mason, sorry. What's wrong? But we do need the fisherman now. No, the green one's a nitwit. Like, I'm not even being discriminatory. That is his job title, nitwit. He is not capable of having an actual job. Like me in 2nd grade. I mean, like, kind of weird for a kid in 2nd grade to have an actual job, but still. That's actually kind of a sad thing to think about. Kids in 2nd grade having a job. Like, not even just like one of those pretend jobs where it's like, oh yeah, do this little thing for me and whatever. It's like an actual job. Like, I've never experienced it myself. Also, welcome back, Suffer. But it's like one of those just sad things to think about, right? Hey, there's a lot of villagers in there. Thank you for grouping up. Anyone here? There is. Farmer John is in there. I need to lock them all in their houses before they wake up tomorrow morning. Ooh. 1. Yeah, Farmer Jonathan. Why is there no one in that bed? That seems sus. I mean, like, that was Farmer Bartholomew, so, you know, clearly we do have a little bit of a... We got potatoes for days. No worries. Well, bats are actually pretty good, though. You should relish the time you have a bath to sleep in. To drown in. To use. I don't have a bath anymore. And it's not even for lack of want. I want a bath. I don't have a bath. Bye, supper. I think with this, now everyone has been imprisoned. We'll let the crops grow before we take them all out. I did sleep in the green bed, but it's like, what can you do, right? The yellow bed is even worse than the green bed. What even in this house? You can undye it? That's news to me. Really? Well, I mean, like, we did just pick up a bunch of cauldrons, so... Give me ores, or give me death. This. That bucket. I don't think it's working. I think you're just giving me the runaround, aren't you? You're just giving me the runaround, aren't you? Okay, what do we need? What do I need? What was I thinking about? I was doing something. I was probably having a stroke, but that is a different matter altogether. There's 2 of these, or 3 of these? That would make sense. I wasn't quite certain if there was a way to undye stuff. And I cannot re-dye the bed. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Oh well, good thing I don't need any of those cauldrons. Items. Hey, no worries. Thanks for dropping by. It's been fun. It has been fun. Potatoes, that. That's not potatoes. That goes over here. Those. Not those. Okay, so we've got a decent amount of stuff now. Now we just need to do what we need to do with it. Emeralds. First off, we have to make sure all of our food stocks are ready. Have products, all that stuff. We have all the good stuff. Let us go cut down trees like a madman. We have spruce, oak, and dark oak next to us. Oh, we might even have a little bit of birch. So we're running with clean energy. Like, very much running with clean energy at this point. I've unlocked some spruce recipes, and it's gonna be the bee's knees. I've got nothing in my pocket but a couple dollars and your sneeze. What? I don't know. I stole your snot rag last night when you gave it to me. What? I was gonna throw it in the wash before I returned it, but it's just grown on me. I've got your snot in my pocket. It's kinda weird to do that, but I want it. It's your snot rag. Oh yeah, it's your snot rag. Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know anything about what just happened, so clearly I have something. Something. That was a weird thing to even think about. Pseudo-singing? Pseudo-singing. I can't even call that singing. It wasn't even good enough to be singing. Yeah, weird thing, because note that a snot rag is also just called a handkerchief. Or a handkerchief. Handkerchief? Handkerchief. It's called something, and a lot of people usually do have them, actually. Not so much anymore, but they used to. So we're gonna have to pick a spot for our building. I'm thinking kind of out here. If not for a building, then definitely for the farms that we will be ultimately putting in place. But what is important is that we actively discourage the growth of weeds in our neighborhood by poisoning every one of them. There's a couple games I can't wait until they get released so I can start streaming them. Like, I'm really looking forward to things like Dying Light 2 and stuff like that, because that is some games that I really do want to stream. Like, I want to play it in general, so I'm probably going to be, like, streaming it, like, I'd probably say a good, like, solid 6 hours kind of thing, you know? Not some baby numbers like I've been doing. Definitely some real numbers. Hello? Nice. Nice. Want to do that. In fact, we will cut down the bookstore. No, we didn't have a bookstore in this one, we had it in the other one. And I didn't take the books. I'm an idiot. It's okay. I mean, like, at the least we recognize it, right? Right. I mean, like, it has a limit as to how effective recognizing it is, but still. At least we recognize it. Nice, we got some sugarcane growing. There's turtles nearby, so that's nice. Always good to have a couple extra things. Villager. Okay, so we now have a bow at least. I wonder how many arrows it takes to kill an iron golem. That's one of those things you don't really test out until you really want to be sadistic, right? So some yellow flowers. Definitely gonna have to work off this death. Nice. And with that, we have a pretty big swath of land that's been decluttered. Now we got some plants back with us. Okay, so this trash, trash, trash. Give myself a little bit of a sleep. You know, all the good stuff. All the good stuff. Okay, what do we need to do? We actually have to start somewhat digging down, ironically. Is that ironic? It's not. But we also have to make our first shield. But now we're going hunting. We do have a cave nearby, so we have to deal with that. I heard a skeleton rattle. Means they're underneath me in some case. That's kind of cool. Kind of dumb. Kind of annoying. But we'll make do. We'll find it. There is a cave over there. Very big cave. We'll come back out and mine that ore. I thought so, but we need to clear out these caves anyways. All these little smiggins, smidgens, all that good stuff. Another cave entrance. That one leads into the big zone. Big expanse. Goodness gracious, that could have been Danji. Very much appeared out of nowhere and spooked me. I didn't scream. But that's because I think my initial reaction is not to scream. Like I can feel my gut tense up when they show up out of nowhere and it's like, Sometimes I scream. Sometimes it's fake. Or it's exaggerated as opposed to being fake. But it's never a lie when I can always feel my body tense up, ready for like some kind of pain and impact hitting me. Hey, it's water. Interesting. So this cave did not connect to the other area either. But at least we got iron and coal, and a good fair clip of both. And that is all that I really care about. After these, we need to get specifically cobblestone and a lot of it. We need a lot of cobblestone, which is going to take a while. It'll take a while. I like reading books. I like reading a lot of books. Boy howdy, books can also be annoying. Like, it really sucks when you get a book or a show or a story that seems to fall flat in a second act. Like, I get it, they can't always be heart-pounding adventure and action. You have to have a lull. But even then, the lull can still be interesting. But if they just let it fall flat, or heaven forbid, it becomes redundant or repetitive, it just loses interest. There's a couple of books that I've read where it's like, okay, this is an interesting concept, you know. You reincarnate into the body of someone else. Oh, hey, they were betrayed by their family, you know, generic concept, etc., etc. Let's see how it plays out. But then, not only does it take forever to play out, it's either poorly translated or just awful in general for that. I can kind of forgive it. It's like, you know, I'm getting this for free, I can't complain kind of thing, but it's like, okay. And then they have just like the worst plot progression. It's like, you know, ooh, hey, you know, you're a famous doctor, cool. I hate my sister, she's trying to take everything from me, me. It's like, your sister is a doctor engaged to a prince. I think you should be trying to not get murdered by her on her revenge scheme instead of actually, you know, it's like, clearly she's smart, she's a doctor. It's not like you can just fake your way into that like, you can fake your way into being a pharmacist, not a doctor. You know? Once enough people die, you start losing credibility. A doctor's entire life relies on credibility. At least in that era of book. So it's like, it's so stupid, it's so dumb. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan. Again, I have my grumbles, I have my gripes. It does not make me a happy person. Imagine if I pissed off that guy and just got like smacked to death. I would feel really dumb. Feel really stupid. That's a lot of glow squid. That is. Oh my god, he's playing. Oh. Are you playing with the? Oh my god, that's so cute. Dolphins play with the items. They'll bump them up. Whee. Oh, that's kind of cute. That's actually kind of cute. I like that. I might have to trap you as an amusement animal that you bump stuff for the rest of your life. Greedy little freak. I guess technically they wouldn't be the greedy little freaks, I would, but still. That doesn't go there. This goes here. This goes with me. I'm gonna go kill some of those glow squid, I guess. That is a big zone of just like... Also, a lot of those glow squid despawned. Big squid, turtle, bunch of turtles. Nice. So it's basically just like its own floating, like, alcove. Alcove? Kind of. It's something floating. Ooh! That hurt my stomach, stretching so intensely. More glow squid. Thank you. Mysterious strangers? Maybe it's like, I don't know, axolotls hiding around killing the glow squid. I mean, like, it wouldn't be the first time, right? Noise. Okay, so we have some of this, so let's give ourselves a couple of iron tools, such as pickaxe, regular axe. We don't really need this at this time, so we'll put that there. And we'll go collect a bunch of cobblestone. I think we've definitely found an appropriate location, just slightly at the end of the path kind of thing. I really do need as much cobblestone as I can get. In fact, it might be smart to use what cobblestone I currently have to get at least a mild layout marker of how I want to lay out the base. My base of operations, because I'm kind of thinking like that. I'll ever just get like itchy ears or something like that. It's not a fun time. Not a fun time. Like I can make it actually a little tighter. This. I'll go like that. I'll like smooth out any edges that there might be. Let's see. Yeah, let's go like that. Big old zone, big old zone. So this is about the size of our compound. That would be the appropriate word, compound. We're close enough to the village that we can do stuff. We're far enough away that we don't have to care about their stuff. So let's get a couple pieces of wood. Apparently we threw all of ours inside the inventory. Because we're not the smartest person in the world. I keep using the words of collective, like everyone here is involved in this decision making, when it's entirely my own fault and stupidity when anything bad happens. Like I'm not using it to blame people, but it's like, you know, I keep saying we or and stuff like that. It's like, huh, very inclusive, but it's like, I don't know if I should. And with this, we can get a bunch of cobblestone and find our way to the center of the world. I mean, like bedrock layer. Technically layer 10. Bedrock is kind of a dumb spot to go to at this point, but still. Hey, coal. That would put a big damper if I didn't have coal. A big old damper on my plans. Let's go to Sticks R Us McGee and sell some Sticks R Us. Nice. I don't have enough sticks for you, sir. But I did get a diamond. Hey, let's get an emerald. 1 emerald per... Oh, that's a pretty good deal. Can't believe Camp Miner got destroyed so quickly. Almost makes me think it was hubris, but it's like, it wasn't even my fault this time. Specifically this time, though. Like, it could have been my fault in different times, but it wasn't my fault this time. Stop any kind of interaction between me and the open world. There we go. Now we can head down further. That's the important thing, right? Heading down further, doing all the good stuff. I'm not gonna end the stream until we get to our proper mining level. Like, that is the limit, the bare minimum of where we have to get to. Which would be about deep slate level, isn't it? Because deep slate is only around the diamond level. That's good to know. I don't really need granite, but I guess I'll take it. that granite? That is granite, yeah. The world is weird. It's weird to look at ancient civilizations and see the limitations of what they were able to make. I mean, like, people say that people seem to overestimate how, or yeah, emphasize how pre-modern they were, in my opinion. Like, yes, they were a pre-modern civilization, that is true, but it wasn't like they were just a bunch of fucking idiots. They built proper civilizations. You think they wouldn't have devised tools? Like, people say, oh, it couldn't have been done without power tools. Okay, but what if there is a hand version of a power tool called a hand tool? It works exactly like a power tool, just a little bit slower and takes more elbow grease. Like, for drilling holes into things like marble and statue, yep, it's a cake in the teeth. It's a difficult process, but it's not impossible. You see, that's the thing. It's not impossible, because you can make a hand tool called a drill. An actual drill. It's called a drill, and it does the exact same thing as the power tool called the drill, and it's powered by your hands. Would have guessed that last bit. That last bit is a bit of a surprise to a lot of people, it seems. Like, power tools may not have existed because electricity wasn't existence, but, you know, the concepts for tools were clearly there. We already know that they were smart cultures. A lot of them developed independently their own things like aqueducts and stuff, their own water transportation systems and irrigation systems. It's like, you know, definitely not dumb people when they do that. Still, it just seems that people want to dumb down the skills of the ancient civilizations and say, nope, aliens. See this? This is alien technology. Might be pre-modern, but it's definitely not alien. Like, I don't think people are also baffled by the idea of the pyramids. You get enough people working together, carve out straight lines, you have proper toolsmiths carving out. You know, we have a science for splitting rocks. We have an exact science for splitting rocks, exact ways on how to do it. It's clear that you can split rocks with precision. And it's like, no, these Egyptians, they couldn't have done that because they were too pre-modern. It's like, they lived in the sand and desert. You think they'd know how to split a rock? Like, you know, they didn't have access to other technologies. They had to learn to the precipice of what they could do with the materials at hand. It's like, you don't think they would have learned the science of breaking a rock? Still, it's finicky in my opinion. The amount of people that say very silly things about pre-modern history. Note that pre-modern history dates to the... Well, I guess modern would be after the, what's that, industrial era? Yeah. So I guess most of history would be pre-modern. I guess we could say pre-Christian era, where Christianity was devised about 2,000 years ago, supposedly, due to the Holy Bible's account that... and their influence on the calendar year. Like, I guess you can say it like that, because, you know, they did have an influence on the calendar year. And clearly it was a big enough influence that it was willing to get it changed from whatever it was to after death, or AD. At least, I've always been told it's called after death. Nice. It's weird to think about that kind of stuff, the unique and special parts of history. $15, $14, $13, $12, $11, $10. This me Gax, thank you. Eerie block noises, always good. Gotta love that. Except for I don't. I really don't. It's not my cup of tea. Please don't ever make those noises again. One. Need to go one more. Every direction. One. Two. Even though it technically cuts slowly, at least it doesn't rip up your durability. Right? Like, it's definitely cutting slowly, but it's not shredding durability. 1, 2, 3, 4. going up. Down we go. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's a very deep gravel hole. I did go 4 blocks, right? One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did. Okay. Just didn't want to give me the goods today. That's okay though. We don't really need the goods at the moment. I mean, not from that at least. We do need the goods though. We have a lot of ores in this area. Definitely a lot of ore. We'll have to start smelting this stuff soon. That, this, that. Right, gotta make it spacious. Not effective if it's not spacious. Definitely gives you a lot of stuff though. That's nice. It's always good when it gives you more stuff. You know, I think it's kind of weird and funny, the amount of, would you hit your best friend full, like, would you give your best friend, like, a full hit, like a full blown punch, like $1 million? And it's like, it's asking a moral question, I guess, but it's also being really dumb, because I don't think anyone in their right mind would turn that down. Like, no one wants to be hit, I get it. No one wants to be recourse from the hit, but it's like, I'm gonna punch you for $1 million, and I'm gonna give you remunerations of 500,000, and we're gonna split the million even. You know? It's not like I'm going to punch you and then take the whole million. We're friends, it's clear that I'm going to share it with you. Especially since I'm putting you through pain. Like, would you punch your wife for $1 million as like people in the 50s? You're getting paid? Oh, that's a timed joke right there. You brats are getting paid? Give me the iron. I still wish that, at least on the crafting part of the table, that things like bows were stackable. That would solve so many issues, and I would be a very happy camper when it came to building things like dispensers or whatever. Because as it stands, I'm not a very happy camper. More iron. I will always take more of that. And it looks like we've gotten past the deep slate wall. Okay, let's just rip through here until we either run out of pickaxe iron or we run out of torches. Though I don't think we're going to be running out of torches anytime soon. I feel like that sound's going to happen every time because there is an unexplored ravine above us. Which is going to make it a lot harder to do a lot of things. I mean, like, it's not going to make it that hard. Like, honestly, the ravine can go fuck itself. We're not even going to think about touching ravines anymore. Like, we had cleared out that ravine, so there shouldn't have been anything spawnable in there. And yet a creeper still spawned, dropped down, and punched us into lava, and we died. That was not very cash money. I must say, I was not a very impressed person at that time. Ding, 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 dong, dong, ding, ding. That Doryite, I don't like Doryite. No one likes Doryite. Ding, 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 dong, ding, ding. That's Doryite. No one likes Doryite. Everyone hates Doryite. Oh yeah. It's basically the worst block in the game, but it's being kinda contested by beans with the, which is the copper block, unsmelted. Now I'm thinking of Agent Cody Banks. Anyone remember that? Anyone remember Agent Cody Banks? Where it's, I don't even remember the actor's name, but they definitely were an actor. They definitely did acting. They were like a secret agent that was supposed to save the world or whatever, but they were a teenager. I don't know why that was ever a popular genre. No one likes teenagers in this day and age. But still, you know, they were a teenager meant to save the world or something like that. They got sent to like some kind of weird spy school and disobeyed the law and, you know, whatever. Almost killed their siblings with literally explosive mentos. It's like, Like, I'm not kidding about that part. Literally, it's canon that because he kept it with him and his siblings were like, yay, I'm gonna eat this fucking mento that you have. He almost killed his entire family because they're saliva activated, apparently. Who would ever make saliva activated bombs? Like, that's just insane. Saliva activated bombs. Did no one in their R&D ever think that, and especially in the shape of a mento? Like, I understand mentos, it would allow you to hide it better, but it's like, if anyone ever grabbed it out of your pocket and was like, Mentos, I like Mentos. You'd have murdered someone. And it leads to coal. Definitely take all of this coal as I go into this cave. Not really much of a cave, but still, I'm gonna take all this coal. Come on, people, I want diamonds, not lava. I don't want lava. A lot of lava. But I really don't want lava. That's very annoying. Second lapis blocks found and there's no diamonds. Not even upwards. Oh, that might be why. It would be what? 1, 2, 1, 2. 4 would be there, so let's mark that. I don't know if you have to go specifically add 4, or if you just add 4 in general. Did I get that right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. So we do have a little bit of a spot to check. We do know that there is lava below us, so we will have to be careful of that. Definitely don't have any diamonds here. Very upsetting to me. Maybe I'll have to like look into how to work that lapis trick a little more. Oh well. Oh well. Let's just keep going. Oh, this is the slow part of every stream. Mining in a cave for like hours. An hour. This would almost be the time to read chat, or to read anything. I feel like I should Like, I should pull up just different Minecraft blocks and read the entire Wikipedia about them. That'd be interesting. I've done it before. To mixed results. Snore. Bunch of blocks that I don't need. Give me 2 more of those. Thank you. Yeah, this is an important step. Don't know why it's important, but it's important nonetheless, right? Right. Whole blocks are kind of cool. Interesting if you could dye water. Like if you had cauldrons and you could dye the water. That'd be interesting. It wouldn't have much of a practical effect, but I'd still think it'd be interesting. Ooh. At very least we're getting iron for days. Iron for days. And since we do have access to technically golems, we've proven that. We could make a golem farm, a very simplistic one, nonetheless, but a very easy golem farm. And deal with them that way. I mean, like, Bedrock might have the ability to have better dyes, you know, with dyeing mechanics, but Java's got better villager mechanics because you don't need beds to make villager halls. In Java, you do in Bedrock, which is very annoying. Because villagers are only able to reset their benches if they're able to sleep, which is super annoying. And I think they can only give golems if they're able to sleep as well, so that's important too. Definitely using a lot of torches. But Deep Slate kind of demands it. Like, Deep Slate is such a dark block, you really kind of have to just listen to it. I don't know what to say anymore. It's super quiet. Like, it's awfully quiet. So now I'm just kind of doing whatever I can, right? Kind of hoping to get some diamonds down here, but seems like we're slightly missing out on that. I'll probably have to go back to that lava pool and try and find diamonds. But I find that diamonds often spawn around the edges of a pool. Almost makes me want to do the piston with the I guess you could use gravity blocks, can't you? There, this goes here. Lava that way. Awesome, awesome. Diamonds right there, good. It's 5 diamonds right in the pocket. That would be what? North. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kinda wonder what might be down here. Apparently nothing. Apparently nothing. Again, disappointment. Granted, we did find diamonds, so that might have been what that lapis would have led to. See what I mean? Diamonds. Walking into lava always gives you diamonds. Well, often. We are 2,000 blocks, 2,400 blocks away from spawn, and 500 something blocks away from spawn. That's pretty far, if I do say so myself, and I have come to the conclusion that I should say so. I don't think we're gonna get too many more diamonds out of this area, but I will mine this coal. Leave no ore untouched. I mean, like, unless you have excessive surplus, at which point it's okay to leave it untouched a bit. I heard more lava, so any luck that'll bring us some wealth. Nope. Is that lava okay? Okay. No, we did pretty good, regardless. Need a lot of this stuff. We'll probably use the deep slate for other things, but not for oh, we might even use the deep slate for the stairs at the moment. Actually, get 64 and a bunch more. Great thing is that mining takes up a lot less resources or hunger than you would think, because you're not usually sprinting in the mine. At least I'm not usually sprinting in the mine. Wow. Really wasn't that much of a walk, was it? Usually these tunnels to death are a lot deeper. At least that's what I find. A lot more stairs. Nice. Nice. We have done a lot today, you know? We have properly dug out a hole to bedrock, almost. We have developed our farmers. We have developed a bunch of things. We now have a lot of cobblestone. The exact block we were looking for, so we're looking good on that. All of our farming products are slowly coming along. Put all of this stuff in their proper spots. There we go. There we go. Now everything is looking hunky-dory. All we have left to do at this time is really just properly build up our compound, move all of our blocks over, which we might do before we build up the compound, honestly. And then probably either build a... You know, I think we might give these guys each their own personal house. Just like how they have, spread throughout the village. Maybe. Maybe. We're sitting on the fence for that one. I kind of miss my llamas, though. I kind of miss my llamas. I'm actually kind of miffed about the whole death by creeper and lava thing. It doesn't feel good, you know? It just doesn't. I am not a big fan of the events that had taken place. It has not made me a happy camper. But either way, we are back. We are happy somewhat, and we will be back again eventually. You know, we have to. So, thank you so much, everybody, for coming and watching and joining us today. If you like what you saw, happy to check out something else of mine. If you didn't, then oh well. Thank you so much, and have a great night.